Welcome to our financial survival guide for navigating a medical crisis, debt, and high insurance costs. To begin, this video focuses on concrete actions you can take right now to stabilize your finances while prioritizing your health. We will move step by step through a proven sequence, cutting medical costs, stabilizing income and debt, and making strategic decisions about coverage and credit. Along the way, we will emphasize that your recovery and stability matter more than temporary credit score declines. Now, let's set the stage for what you'll learn. Here is today's agenda. First, we'll reframe your mindset to prioritize health over credit. Next, we'll dive into your number one priority, slashing medical costs. Then, we'll stabilize your income and debt with immediate moves you can make today. After that, we'll compare COBRA and ACA options. We'll also map out critical timelines and provide practical call scripts. To wrap it up, we'll use diagrams to help you make clear decisions and test your understanding with short quizzes. Let's transition to an important disclaimer. Before we proceed, please note this is educational content and not financial, legal, insurance, or medical advice. You should consult qualified professionals such as a licensed insurance navigator, a consumer law or bankruptcy attorney, a hospital social worker, or a financial counselor for advice tailored to your situation. Additionally, eligibility rules, special enrollment windows, and program details vary by state, insurer, and hospital system. With that in mind, let's transition to the mindset that will help you act decisively. Let's start with a critical mindset shift. In a medical crisis, your health and financial stability outrank a temporary credit score decline. While a drop from, for example, 720 to 658 can feel alarming, it is reversible and much less important than securing treatment, coverage, and cash flow. Therefore, focus on actions that reduce expenses, protect income, and ensure continuity of care. Credit rebuilding can come later once stability is in place. Now, with priorities clarified, let's proceed to the first and most urgent objective, slashing medical costs. Your first priority is to cut medical costs rapidly. If you lost your job or had your hours reduced, that is typically a qualifying life event that triggers a special enrollment period for an ACA Marketplace plan. Act as soon as possible because special enrollment windows are generally time-limited, often around 60 days from the event. Compare ACA options against COBRA. In many cases, ACA plans with subsidies will be significantly cheaper than COBRA's often high premiums, such as $1,000 per month. Simultaneously, contact the hospital social worker right away. Every major medical center typically offers financial assistance or charity care for patients experiencing hardship. Do not wait for the bills to arrive. These programs often work best when initiated early. If your income has dropped substantially, explore Medicaid eligibility in your state. Next, request itemized bills to check for errors and negotiate self-pay discounts or interest-free payment plans. Additionally, ask about manufacturer assistance programs for expensive medications. Throughout, keep detailed documentation of your contacts, including names, dates, and reference numbers. With medical costs addressed, let's compare COBRA and ACA more directly. Here is a side-by-side comparison. COBRA provides continuity, which can be vital if you are mid-treatment, and switching plans would disrupt care. However, it is often expensive because you cover the full premium plus administrative fees. In contrast, ACA plans can be much cheaper due to premium tax credits and potential cost-sharing reductions if you qualify. The trade-off is that networks may differ, so you must verify that your doctors, hospitals, and prescriptions are covered. Given the urgency, many people choose ACA for cost savings. But if continuity is critical for an ongoing treatment protocol, COBRA may be worth the higher cost for a limited period. Now, to keep you on schedule, let's look at a timeline of key actions. This timeline lays out critical early actions. At day 0, the qualifying life event occurs, such as job loss or reduced hours. From day 1 through approximately day 60, you typically have overlapping windows to enroll in an ACA plan and to elect COBRA. Within the first 1 to 2 weeks, meet the hospital social worker to apply for financial assistance or charity care. Between days 15 and 45, expect to gather and submit documentation and request itemized bills to catch errors. In the first week, file any available disability claims due to the lengthy approval process. Between days 7 and 30, contact your lenders to request medical hardship programs. Keeping to this timeline helps prevent missed opportunities and reduces financial pressure. Now, let's equip you with the exact words to use when you call the hospital's financial assistance team. Here is a practical call script for the hospital social worker or financial assistance office. Start by introducing yourself, your diagnosis or treatment context, and the financial hardship you are facing. Ask directly which financial assistance or charity care programs are available and how to apply immediately. Explain any reduced income or job loss, and note that you may be changing coverage due to a qualifying life event. Request help applying today and ask for a written list of required documents. Obtain a direct contact name, email, and a case or reference number. Confirm review timelines, appeal options, and whether the facility will pause collections while your application is under review. Finally, submit all required documents quickly and maintain a detailed record of all communications. With hospital assistance underway, let's turn to income and debt stabilization. Next, stabilize your income and debt. File for long-term disability immediately because approvals often take months. If applicable, explore short-term disability or any state-level benefits. If your prognosis significantly affects your ability to work, consult a professional regarding Social Security disability programs. For debt, call lenders before missing any payments and request medical hardship programs that can pause or reduce payments or temporarily lower interest. Set up autopay for at least the minimums to prevent late fees and credit damage. Prioritize essential expenses such as housing, utilities, food, and transportation. If unsecured debt is overwhelming and the situation appears long-term, consider a consultation with a bankruptcy attorney to understand whether Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 might provide necessary relief. If all else fails, adopt extreme frugality by canceling non-essential services, selling assets, or relocating to lower-cost housing. To clarify your choices, let's use a decision flowchart for debt triage. This flowchart prioritizes actions based on cash flow. If your cash flow is negative, immediately contact your lenders and request medical hardship relief. Once those adjustments are in place, reassess whether unsecured debt remains unmanageable. If it does, a bankruptcy consultation may be appropriate to understand options and protections. If your cash flow is adequate, maintain minimum payments via autopay and direct your remaining funds to treatment, housing, and other essentials. With the decision flow in mind, let's organize the key actions and deadlines in a single table. This table consolidates the primary actions, typical time windows, contact points, outcomes, and notes. Special enrollment periods for ACA plans often last around 60 days from a qualifying life event. The COBRA election window is also generally around 60 days. Hospital charity care applications should be initiated as soon as possible to maximize relief and potentially pause collections. Lender hardship requests should be made before any missed payments to preserve options and avoid extra fees. Long-term disability claims should be filed immediately due to lengthy processing times. Bankruptcy consultations are appropriate when unsecured debt is unmanageable and other options are insufficient. Medicaid eligibility can be checked at any time if your income and household size meet requirements. Now that you have the key timelines, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz. Question: you just lost your job, your COBRA premium would be about $1,000 per month, and your credit score dropped from 720 to 658. What should you prioritize first? Options: A. Focus on rebuilding your credit score immediately. B. Elect COBRA without checking ACA options. C. Explore ACA Marketplace plans via your qualifying life event and apply for hospital charity care. D. Ignore bills until final notices arrive. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is C. You should prioritize enrolling in an ACA plan through your qualifying life event and applying for hospital charity care immediately. These steps address coverage and cost reduction first, which is more important than focusing on a temporary credit score decline. Let's continue with a second quick quiz to reinforce coverage decisions. Question: which statement about COBRA versus ACA is most accurate during a medical crisis? Options: A. COBRA is always cheaper than ACA. B. ACA plans may be far cheaper due to subsidies, but networks must be checked. C. ACA plans never cover ongoing treatments. D. You can only enroll in ACA during open enrollment regardless of job loss. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is B. ACA plans can be significantly cheaper due to subsidies, but you must verify that your doctors, hospitals, and medications are covered in the chosen plan's network. Now, Let's consolidate the most important takeaways. Here are the key takeaways. First, prioritize health and stability over credit. You can rebuild your score later. Second, leverage your qualifying life event to enroll in ACA coverage and compare costs to COBRA. Third, meet with a hospital social worker as early as possible and apply for charity care. Fourth, file disability claims immediately and request hardship programs from lenders before missing payments. Fifth, if debt is unmanageable, consult a bankruptcy attorney to understand your options. Finally, align your spending with your current income by practicing extreme frugality where needed. As we move to the summary, consider which actions you will start today. To summarize, act immediately on ACA enrollment, charity care, and disability claims. Contact lenders before any missed payment to request hardship relief and set up autopay for minimums. Track all deadlines and maintain organized records of every conversation. Review your budget weekly and adjust as your health and income evolve. Finally, remember that credit can be rebuilt later. Your health and stability come first. As we close, here is a creative call to action. Thank you for watching. If this guide helped you, please like the video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more practical strategies. What did you learn today? Share your questions, insights, or success stories in the comments. Until next time, stay focused on your health and take steady financial steps forward.